Well, March is Women's History Month, a time to reflect and remember impactful women who've paved the way for today's woman. Macon-Bibb County Juvenile Court is making history in the present because the courts are fully operated by women. WGXA News reporter Brianna Cook sat down with some of them. She joins us live in the studio. Good evening, Brianna.
Good evening, Brittany. They explained to me what it means to be a woman in the legal system and how they serve the children and families that walk through those court doors.
All rise.
Meet the women of the Thomas Jackson Juvenile Justice Center, who are more than just judges and clerks. They are a part of the many women who paved a way forward to a more inclusive legal system. Judge D. Sims says women in the legal system were not as common when she was in law school.
You know, the number of women was growing at that time, but the legal arena, if you will, was still very much a man's world.
Now, women are more prominent, working in various legal roles. One example is the Macon-Bibb County Juvenile Circuit, which is ran by women. Judge Shay Young is the first black woman chief judge in the circuit. She explained what they do in the juvenile court representing Macon-Bibb, Crawford, and Peach County.
I think oftentimes when people think about juvenile court, they immediately think about children who are arrested for crimes. But honestly, the lion's share of what we do in juvenile court is dealing with children who have been taken out of their homes due to some sort of abuse or neglect, or, you know, they don't have any parents or guardian or custodian to care for them.
Many times they face emotional, impacting cases. But Young says being a woman dealing with such cases comes with its own superpower.
People say, well, women tend to be emotional, but I think, you know, there are times that you need that. In court. You need that with the children and the families that we serve, and that can be a strength, you know, sometimes. I'm not crying in front of them, but just bringing that, that woman's touch can sometimes be just what a family needs.
Not only are there 2 women judges in the court, but also the clerk is a woman. Sims says times have changed, and she is glad that she was able to pave a path for the women that come after her.
I think about my daughter now is an attorney, and she not had an easy path, but it's certainly a different path than the path that I, as her mother 30 years before her, had, because it's there is less, I think, less of a feeling that you have to kind of prove yourself more so than men.
They all told me that their hope for the future is for the juvenile court to become a resource for the community and to see everyone thrive. Reporting live in studio, Brianna Cook, WGXA News.